So the old cliche goes, everything old is new again, and that's kind of sort of on display here. Apple just pulled off the curtains on the iPhone SE, which takes just about everything we liked about the iPhone 6s and stuck it into a body that's very, very reminiscent of the iPhone 5 and iPhone 5s, which was probably my favorite iPhone in terms of looks. Let's take a closer look at what we've got. On the one hand, it's kind of hard to talk about the iPhone SE because it really is just an iPhone 6s in a 5s's body. 12 megapixel camera, boom. A9 chip and M9 coprocessor, boom. It's all there and it works basically the way you'd expect it to. I'm expecting to see a bit more of a performance jump because the A9 chipset doesn't have to power a bigger display. It actually has fewer pixels to push, but that'll have to wait until we get our hands on one for more than just 15 minutes. In fact, you might not even be able to tell what you're looking at unless you keep your eyes peeled for two telltale signs. One, the SE obviously says SE on the back. Two, it has chamfered edges just like the 5S, but they're matte instead of shiny. Most importantly, everything runs the way you'd expect a flagship phone to. Navigating apps, pulling down menus, talking to Siri, scrolling through websites. It's all as buttery as the 6S, and it does feel kind of weird to have it in such a small package, but weird in this case doesn't necessarily mean bad. Now, there are some things that you aren't going to get here, especially considering it's a $399 device. It doesn't have 3D touch, for instance, so peeking and popping your apps and settings just won't work. You also have a smaller battery, although Apple says you are going to get more battery life out of your SE than you would out of a 5S. Unfortunately, they're not telling us how big the battery is, so we'll kind of have to see how it works for ourselves. Obviously, we're going to need to spend some more time with this thing before we pass judgment, but the iPhone SE is a patently fascinating device. It's a mashup of old and new. It's the best of both worlds, and I can't wait to see how it stands up in the long run.